Travel through any metro city and a few sights are common. Poor roads, never-ending construction, bad drainage system just to name a few. But have you wondered who exactly is responsible for this at a local level? Now I know many of you would quickly say government. But let's talk specifics. Whose job is it on a daily basis to ensure the roads you drive on are pothole free, that streets are well lit, open spaces are maintained, basically take care of all your needs? It's your corporator and the local municipal body. So, if you're in Mumbai, it's the Brihanmumbai Municipal Corporation or BMC. In Bengaluru, it's the Bengaluru Mahanagarpalike or BBMP. But what happens when there are no corporators and the complications that arise out of it that affect you directly? Hello and welcome, I am Shubham Chohan. Welcome to Simply Put. Let's get started. Now, before I get into the story of this week, let me first quickly tell you about this new show. As the name suggests, the idea is to pick subjects that matter to you, break them down, and start a conversation of sorts. We hope you like it. Now, let's get to the story. A two-part investigation published in the Indian Express this week revealed some interesting findings. First, Mumbai's civic body disbursed roughly 500 crore rupees to 21 MLAs in the city for various development projects. Second, between February and December last year, the civic body gave around 161 crore rupees out of its emergency kitty to 31 out of the 227 local wards of the city. And here's the crucial part. All this money was given to only those who belong to the ruling parties in the state government. That is, the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Shiv Sena led by Chief Minister Eknath Shinde. So, effectively, if you belong to the ruling party and wanted money, your request was granted instantly. What about the rest? We'll come to that in a minute. But let's clear out some basics. A municipal corporation is an urban local body that's responsible for a metro city with a large population. For ease of governance, the city is divided into small wards, and each ward has a representative. These representatives, or corporators as they are called, are elected by us every 5 years. For example, Mumbai has 227 wards, Delhi has 250, Bengaluru on last count had around 225, so on and so forth. Now, as of today, many of these municipal corporations are without corporators. Here are some numbers. In Maharashtra, there are 27 municipal bodies without corporators, including the one in Mumbai. In Karnataka, there's the capital city of Bengaluru itself. In Punjab, there are at least 5, including Amritsar and Jalandhar. Some of these bodies haven't had elections for anywhere between 2 to 4 years, and the reasons given are plenty. First, it was COVID, then there are some legal tussles over reservation and delimitation, but the overarching reason is politics. Politicians or political parties in some cases were not sure of their chances. So they did the next best thing, kick the can down the road. Now say in a huge city like Mumbai, polls aren't expected to be held at least before the Lok Sabha elections. Again, all of this is just one part of it. For the public, it means no representatives at the local level to get their day-to-day issues sorted. So what about the municipal bodies itself? How do they function? So there's a bureaucrat, also called the administrator, who's put in charge of affairs by the state government. Now let's come back to Mumbai. In February last year, the BMC made a special policy to make up for the absence of corporators. As part of it, it earmarked nearly 1,300 crore rupees from its total 52,000 crore budget. This money was meant for 36 MLAs from the city. Each of these MLAs could ask for a maximum of 35 crore rupees after the city's 2 guardian ministers approved it. Mind you, until then there was no policy where an MLA sought money from a civic body. For development works, each MLA has a separate fund for themselves. Out of 36 MLAs, 32 requested for funds at various junctures last year. But only 21 MLAs from the ruling BJP-Shiv Sena coalition got their money sanctioned. The rest got 0 rupees. 11 MLAs from opposition parties like Shiv Sena UBT or Congress reportedly did not get any money despite several requests. That was about the MLAs. Moving on to the second aspect. Last year, the BMC also allotted nearly 161 crore rupees out of its emergency kitty to 31 out of the 227 local wards of the city. Now, funds in this emergency kitty is kept reserved for any adverse situations, like a landslide, bridge collapse, or even a pandemic for that matter. A similar pattern was observed here. At least 30 of these 31 wards have corporators that switched sides in the Shiv Sena split. Basically, shifted their allegiance from Uddhav Thackeray to Chief Minister Eknath Shinde following the June 2022 split in the party. And the rewards followed. 5 crore rupees each was approved for these wards within days of switching sides. What about the other 196 wards? How much did they get? You know the answer by now. The point here is not about a specific political party. There have been several allegations of ruling parties misusing these bodies for their own benefit. But the real issue is about how the common citizen takes a hit for no fault of theirs really. It's all thanks to the fact that only because their MLA or corporator does not feature in the ruling alliance, couple that with no elections, means development works and a lot of routine work is and will be affected. And mind you, the huge sums of money I mentioned earlier hasn't come from nowhere. The money is of the taxpayers themselves. One has paid for a lot of this from their own pockets. That's all we have for this week on Simply Put. Please like the video, share it, do comment and let us know what you think about the show. What are the type of stories you want us to pick? And of course, any other feedback that you have. Thanks for watching.
It is not the beginning of a Ram Rajya or of the Maryada Purushottam. Maryada Purushottam meant that the person would automatically do what is right for society, would keep things very fair and very frank and just. That is not what the budget is providing for. It is hiding a lot of things. It is, saying many things in the party of the speech. The finance minister has said that we are doing this for, our people. But there it is short. Secondly, it's saying that by 2030 we'll become $7 trillion. By 2047 we'll become $30 trillion. And the promise of a developed economy. But in real terms, that would require a 9.5% rate of growth to become 7 trillion by 2030, and it would require 10.5% rate of growth to reach $30 trillion economy by 2047. Now, when in the last 10 years, on an average, we have grown at about 6%, suddenly to say we'll grow at 9.5% or 10.5% is a very tall order. And suppose you were to say that, okay, let's try and do that. Then how would you do that? To do that, you'd have to generate demand in the economy. The problem that the economy is facing is demand, and that's why the rate of growth has been low. That's why the unemployment situation is high. So how do you generate greater demand?
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.